Hey everyone, Instructor Cory here. Welcome back to another crash review video. These two guys are out here. It looks like he's riding a BMW S1000 RR. So big, powerful bike, leader bike, capable of doing 100 miles an hour plus. I can see a speed listed on the speedometer there, but can't really make it out. Might be around 60 or so. They're definitely doing a good rate of speed around these curves. Even in some of these turns, you can already see the rider ahead, the one that eventually ends up crashing. Doesn't have very good body positioning. His bike is super leaned over. They're not going that fast to require that much lean for these turns. These turns are pretty mellow, to be honest. So you could keep that bike a lot straighter up and really get some body position and lean yourself over and distribute the weight and make it around these turns no problem. But you can see how much lean angle that bike has. And I think that's what ultimately ends up in the crash is not enough experience as a motorcycle rider, not enough body positioning, and trying to lean too much, probably giving it some throttle in the middle of one of those turns and using up all your available traction and wiping out. So you can see even in that turn, the lane position actually wasn't too bad. He started to the outside. Let's see if we can get that. So right here, notice how this biker, he's kind of in the center, to be honest, but you want to be close to this outside edge here. Start on the outside. Then you can work your way towards the inside, the apex of the turn, and then kick you back to the outside at the exit. So notice he kind of enters decently close to the outside. Not bad. He comes in way too far over the line because, once again, not having the control with counter steering, body position, all that stuff. I think he actually crosses over the paint for a moment. Yeah, so there he's actually on the paint, crossing over, and then kind of kicks back out. So not a bad line through the turn, not great, but definitely lacking the body position there. So here we can see as we entered this turn for the crash. So one of the things we want to be aware of as motorcycle riders is slowing down prior to the turn. Okay. So these riders are definitely like giving it a lot of gas in these short little straightaway sections here, which isn't going to benefit you at all on these kind of twisty roads. You're going to want to have a maintenance throttle, maintain your speed coming out of one turn into the next if it's a really short stretch like this. But these guys are really giving it some juice and then slowing down and then getting back on the throttle. And it's making for a really poor line and really slow speeds throughout these turns altogether. I want you to notice his body position here, his lane position. Lane position's pretty good. He's on the outside edge to start, okay? Body position is non-existent, so that's something we need to work on. I imagine the head turn's probably not there either. Hard to tell, but you really want to crank this head turn. So if I'm approaching this turn, before I even begin turning my bike, boom, I should have my head turned, aiming, looking all the way through that turn, along with that good body position, and that'll set me up for success. It looks like this rider's pretty much in a neutral body position, probably not have the head turn very much. Looks like the knee is already sticking out. So everything bad about this turn right here. And then it's hard to say. I believe it was probably just getting on the throttle right there as they were leaned over caused them to use up all their available traction and have a low side crash here where he slides out. But yeah, just in that little, let's say 50-mile-an-hour turn there, low side crash. The bike is destroyed over there. This rider looks to be okay. Probably tore up his leg a little bit. That was making contact with the ground. But you can avoid these things by slowing it down ahead of time, getting yourself all set up for the turn ahead of time, and then rolling on that throttle slightly or holding your throttle steady through that turn. So a little more training here, and these guys could solve this problem.